Hey friends, it's Dr. David here from Paso Manual Physical Therapy, and I've got this AchedAway electronic cupping device that AchedAway company sent to me and asked me to just share a bit about for you. So I'm going to give you a tutorial video on how to use this AchedAway cupping device. It's pretty neat, and just in case you're looking for how to find it, I've put a link in the description below. It's an affiliate link, so we get a tiny cut if you decide to buy one of these. And let me open up the box so we can look at it. So it comes in this nice box, and I've already opened it up and played with it and all that. But it comes with these instruction manuals, super easy to read, very easy to understand. Here's the actual cupping device. It's still got this protective sticker on it. I'm gonna take that off. Ooh, it's nice and shiny. And you can see that it's got a few buttons on there. It's all really simple. I'll explain it to you in just a minute. It's got this little keychain holder deal. It's not really a keychain. It connects to this lanyard that comes with it, and I like the mechanism that it connects with. It's got this ring, and it just kind of, you push the button and it seats in there so that you don't drop it, because this is going to be stuck on you, and you don't want to put this around your arm or your, wherever you got it, so that it, you know, hook it on somewhere so it doesn't just fall off. Which, by the way, it's never fallen off on all the times that I've used it. It's very powerful, as you'll see, and it doesn't fall. And let me see what else is in the box here. So I've got these little cotton rings that it uses. I'll show you in a minute how to take those in and out. So it's got 3 replacements for you. There's one more in the bag. And the charging cable is right here too. It was in a little wire twisty, but now I took it out, and it's got this short charging cable. It's got a USB, just your standard USB, to a USB-C connection that plugs in right by where the lanyard connects, just like so. And you know, there's no battery indicator on this thing. At least I didn't see one. Maybe I missed it, but it's never run out of battery. It seems to charge pretty quick as well, and it's very powerful. That's what I'm most impressed by. So I haven't had any charge issues with it at all. All right, so let's get into how to use this. I'm gonna go over the parts of it. So your buttons here, let me zoom in a bit. So this little light bulb looking button is controlling the red light. There's a red light right in the middle of the cupping section in here, and that's supposed to help with pain relief, or I'm not sure the mechanism, but it's pretty cool. You'll see what it looks like in just a minute. This is the intensity button right here, so you can make it more powerful, intense vacuum, or less powerful. It's got 5 settings on there. The light is just an off and on setting. It's got a little bump there so you know which control you're on. And then the M here is for the modes. There's different modes, and let me read them to you because there's 5 different modes. I don't have them all memorized. And as you can see on the, if you can see the picture here, but you'll see it a little more closely. It's got little green lights for the mode, red lights for the red light, and then this blue light right there. I think that might be the battery level charger. That might be where I missed it. Anyways, oh yeah, we're gonna look at modes. Mode 1 is a quick suction and release. So it sucks really quickly. It just has like a quick little suction mechanism, and then it releases. It doesn't let go all the way. It just kind of lets off a bit, but it stays on. There's still a vacuum suction present, and it just keeps cycling through that. A quick suction and then a release, quick suction, release, and there's always a low level of suction anyway. Number 2, M2, mode 2, is quick suction plus slow suction. So it has a quick suction, and then it has a slower suction. And then M3 is a deep suction and release. So it gives you a pretty powerful suction, and then it stops for a minute and it releases just a bit, and then it goes again, and it cycles through about every, I haven't timed it quite yet, but it's about every 10 to 20 seconds on that mode 3. Mode 4, it says professional mode. There's continuous suction, no release. So I think that's supposed to simulate like the original cupping tools, those little glass cupping devices where you put the match under, which this of course doesn't require any matches or any skill really besides reading the instructions once thoroughly. And it just sucks, and then it creates a vacuum, and it just stays there. It doesn't really release, and it's just continuous. And then the triple suction release, you get 3 suctions, vacuums, and then it releases a bit, and then 3, and I'll walk you through in just a minute. Let me just finish showing you around this tool, or this device. So this cup tool right here, the cupping part of the device. This is the motor on this black side. You can twist it righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, and that way you can clean it. And there's a cotton ring, the one that was already in there. You've got the replacements. And I think that's to wick away any moisture. Can't even get it out. You'd have to probably get some tweezers or something, or maybe shake it out. I don't want to mess it up right now because it works so good. I'll make sure that it's working well for this video. But it looks like it slides a bit in there, so I think it's just really nicely packed in there. I'd probably have to grab it to slide it out. And then it just twists on and off. It's got some threads on there, and there's the motor right there, the lights in the middle, and that's it. That's all you really have to take apart, and it seems like it's pretty easy to use. Then you just slide it back on, and it's ready to go. So what I'll do is put it around my arm here, and I'm just gonna, I'll turn it up. Let me play with it first so you guys can see the lights before I put it on myself. So the power button's in the middle, obviously, that silver button. You're just gonna press that button. You gotta hold it, sorry. The light lights up. And I don't know if you can see, there's the red light right there, indicating that the red light is on. Oh no, that's for the intensity, I'm so sorry. This is the light. So if I press that, now the light's off. Let's turn it on. Interesting, we got a blue light. I think if yeah, there, it turned red once it made suction. Pretty cool. So it let me know that it wasn't attached to anything. It's a smart device. And if I take it off, yeah, it turned blue again. That's neat. And let me just get it back on my hand again here. So I'm gonna turn the light off. It's still working, but the light's off. And you can tell it's pretty quiet here. It's very, very quiet. So here's the intensity. It's on level 1. There's one little red tally there. That's level 2, 3, 4, 5. Whew, it's getting more intense for sure. You can see my hand getting sucked into that. So there's level 5, and oh man, it's very strong. It's not uncomfortable, you know, I'm still okay, but you can just feel that the intensity has definitely gone up. So I'm gonna put it back on level 1 here, and this is mode 1, which is the quick suction and release. You can hear it releasing. See how there's a little release? It's like a valve in there that switches, and you can hear a little release. Let's do mode 2. You know what? My hand is, again, you can see the imprint that it leaves. My hand is, I'm okay, but I'm just gonna do a different body part here. I was testing it on my arm earlier. I'm just gonna get the user manual out here so I don't forget the different modes that we're on. So let's do mode 2, which is quick suction plus slow suction. I'm gonna put it on my forearm here. Turn it back on. Oh, I turned it off. All right, we're on. Let's see how much of my arm it takes with it. And let's go to mode 2. So 2 green notches are there. There's the slow suction, quick suction, release, slow suction, release. That was a quick suction. Cool. Let's go to mode 3, which is, I think it's the continuous. Let's see. I know it's deep suction and release. So there, release just a bit. Now it's doing deep suction and release. So it's just a few seconds delay. I thought it was more. And let's do mode 4. So there's 3 little lines on there. We're on mode 3. Here's mode 4. Continuous suction and no release. Professional mode. So we're on professional mode right now. It sucked a little bit more right there. All right, let's go to triple suction, mode 5, and then a release. 1. We're on mode 5. Oh, gosh, it is holding on for sure. It might be capped out. I'm not sure if it's, okay, there's another one. I guess it's on a timer. It's a smart device. I don't mean it's a smart device in that it has an app. There's no app to download. Oh, there's another suck, and then it released. 1, So it gives you 3 suctions, a little break between each suction, and then a little release. As I was saying, there's no app, there's no Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. It's just, you just use the controls on here, and you don't really need an app to control this thing. What's cool is you can put it on anywhere, means anywhere you could reach, and it'll attach itself. So it's pretty neat. Those are the 5 settings. I'm this whole time, besides when I showed you the intensity, I've been on intensity 1, and you can see it's pretty intense already. I don't know that you need more. I think if you're on a back or some very stiff muscles, you know, somewhere on your spine, then you might need a higher intensity for sure. But my skin's a little bit looser on my forearm, so it doesn't need that much intensity right here. Let's talk about charging. So the charge time here, it's 2.5 hours. I left it plugged in overnight. I just, you know, that's just how we did it here. I left the office and I left it here. Oh, it says not more than 8 hours. I think it was about 10 hours. I'm sorry. And it says when the battery is too low, it automatically shuts off after beeping 10 times. So it's got indicators showing you about the battery, telling you about the battery life. So far, this thing has been pretty impressive. It's been it's got a great vacuum. It's got a great little motor, quiet. Let me take it off here. So I'm just powering it down, and it's letting go. I didn't peel it off, it just let go. Now, one more thing I wanted to show you. I haven't done this before yet. This is my first time. I've just got a little bit of coconut oil body cream here that I'm going to put on my forearm just to show you how you can slide this around. This is what I've heard you can do with cupping. You know, I've never really done cupping on a mass scale, so this is new to me. All right, let's turn it on and see what we got. It's on mode 1. Yeah, and you can start to slide it. Ooh, that's a different sensation for sure. And it slides pretty nicely with the lotion on my forearm. I mean, there's definitely resistance. I think if I were on a back or a leg or thigh or something, it'd be easier to slide, but it works pretty well sliding it up and down too. And I think if I change the mode here to maybe continuous, so I'm on mode, I need to be on mode 4, I believe. Yeah, continuous, that might be a little easier. Whew, that is intense, and that's the first intensity. I mean, I only got 1 notch on there, and that is quite intense. So, you know, if anything, I'd say my whole arm, there's a chunk of my arm covering in that. If anything, I'd say I wish it was a little bit less intense for stuff like this. It's pretty intense, but I'm new to cupping. Whew, I'm gonna turn it off there before I get myself, oh, you can see it kind of gave me a little bit of a bruise, which is fine. And just as I was testing this out over the past couple of weeks, I put this on my back. And because it said that it had a 12-minute timer, so I put it on my back and it shut off after about 12 minutes or so. It did leave me a pretty dark purple mark, the kind that you'd see like on athletes on TV, or like somebody, if you Google cupping, you know, I'm sure you'll see big purple marks. It definitely has the power to do that. It was already starting to do that right here. It doesn't hurt. It's not, I mean, it just feels a little different there, but I'm not in pain by any means. So just be careful if you have any bleeding conditions. This is something that you may not want to use, especially if you're taking like a medication like warfarin, any sort of anticoagulant medications, because that's real tiny blood vessels that have bursted. It's under my skin. That's what causes bruising. If you're on an anticoagulant, you know that you're going to bruise easily, and there's things that'll make you bruise easily, so you might not use this. If you've got super thin skin, you also would probably not want to get cupped or use a device like this. But otherwise, you should be good to go on using the AchedAway Cupper. So there you go. There's a tutorial on how to use it, with lotion and all the different parts, how to take it apart, all the controls. As I said, if you're interested in purchasing one of these, check out the link in the description below, and you can go to their website, AchedAway. They offer a bunch of other products as well. They have percussion massagers and other tools for body relief, body support. So check that out. And I hope you like this tutorial. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.